guys, and welcome back to another video on my channel. I hope everyone's having a fantastic day today. Today we are doing something a little bit different. I recently finished the first season of The Walking Dead, the Telltale Games, and I'm excited to play the next chapter, but before then I wanted to do something a little bit fun. I have never used those tier lists things. I saw them all over YouTube at some stage, but I never really got into that, so I thought it might be fun to rate the Walking Dead characters on just my personal preferences. We got quite a few characters here, so I'm really excited to get into it. So for the different categories, we have Legend, which of course is like top tier, my favorite character of all time. We got Damn Son. Can't say that with a straight face. We got the next tier over here, which is kind of just below Legend, but still like a pretty good character. We got Okay, I See You, which again, it's like, it's pretty good, but it's not as up there. We got Meh, which is like, you existed. That's basically it. And we got Belong to the Dead Streets, because those are the characters where, you know, they deserve to be walker bait, basically. For me, when I thought about these characters, I felt as though they needed to be more good tiers rather than bad tiers. So that's kind of why there's like 3 different types of like, okay, I like these characters, and only one like, you belong to the streets type of thing. So yeah, let's just get straight into it. So first off, we have one of the St. John brothers. I don't know if this one's Andrew or Danny. I don't like them. So he belongs to the dead streets, and so does his mama, and so does Danny, because they are cannibals. And they killed our good friend Mark, and they try to lure us to our deaths as well. Overall, I think they just, they're good characters to advance the story, but they're not it. They don't deserve to be anything higher than that. Talking about Mark, here's Mark. Mark is, I'll probably say maybe Okay, I See You, because it's between Okay, I See You and Meh, because we were introduced to him pretty late and he died pretty quickly, so we didn't really get to know him much, but he did help Lee when the raiders came, and overall I don't think he's a bad person. He did snitch on us though when we were shit talking, I think it was Larry or something, but for now I'll put him by Okay, I See You. I think that's a good place for him for now. I can always readjust it later. Okay, let's go to Ben next. So, Ben is a complicated character. He messed up so much. He probably did more harm than good, but at the end, he really tried to redeem himself, but he died before he could. When we needed help with Clem, he was there. I don't know if he would be under Damn Son or Okay, I See You. I think for now I'll put him by Okay, I See You, but I don't think these two are on the same level. But I can always readjust later. So for now I'm putting Ben here. I think when I get more characters I'll have more of a idea of where everybody's going. Bree. I'm gonna put her by Meh, just because she didn't have much impact. When we first met her, she wanted Vernon to kill us, and then she got eaten, so there wasn't really much impact. Like, she came with us to Crawford and ended up getting killed, so I think she goes by Meh. Carly. I think Carly's gonna go Damn Son. I don't know if she's exactly Legend material, but she's definitely going to Damn Son, because I loved Carly. I loved everything about her. And her death was just absolutely heartbreaking. I really wish she made it to the end, but obviously she didn't. But she deserves to be remembered for the awesome person she is. Krista. I think Krista would also go here by Damn Son, because even though we didn't spend much time with her, she was a very good character. She cared a lot about Clementine, which was very important to me. And yeah, I think overall she's just badass and awesome. Chuck. Oh, Chuck. I loved Chuck so much. He kind of gave harsh truths a lot of the time, but he was a very good and loyal character. I don't know if he would be in this category just because we didn't know him as much. So for now I'm gonna say Okay, I See You, because I still have a good view on him, but I don't know if he's Damn Son category. Clementine, of course, Clementine is a legend. We're not even going to consider putting her anywhere else. She is such a strong, amazing little girl, and I loved having the story around her. I think it's awesome. Over here we have, I think his name is I think my dog's scared of the storm. I think his name is David. I believe he was the coach that arrived with Ben, and we had to like chop off his leg, and then he ended up like bleeding out in the back of a truck and tried to kill Katya. So I'm gonna put him by me because he didn't have much of an effect other than trying to kill us. Dr. Logan from Crawford. He definitely belongs to the dead streets. He is... Oh, I misspelled streets. Hold up. Let me fix that. I wonder how many people were like, she can't spell. And honestly, I can't spell. But yeah, he's a terrible person, and he doesn't deserve to be there. Next up, we have Duck. Duck is definitely more than me. I would say maybe he would be okay. I see you. Duck was a bit of a dumbass. I'm not gonna lie, he was a bit dumb, but he was a child, and before he died he was Detective Duck. It was really sweet that he was trying to help us, and then he died in a very sad way. But I'm not gonna let emotions take over too much, so I think for now I'm gonna say okay, I see you, because I think he was still a good character. I still have a good view on him, but I don't know if he's like Carly and Krista status, so I'm putting him over here. Although now I kind of want to move Chuck up here, because I don't know if Chuck belongs down here. I think for now I'll put Chuck there. Ben can stay down here. He messed up more than he helped. Glenn. I'm going to say, I really love Glenn in the show, and I'm pretty sure they're meant to be the same people. So I want to put him in Legendary just because of the show. But this isn't the show. He was here for a brief time, and he did help us. But then he abandoned us. But I don't think he's meh material. So I think I'm going to put him by okay, I see you. Because again, like Mark, we didn't get much time with him, but I still have a positive view. Is this Herschel? I think this is Herschel. He helped us in the beginning by giving us a place to stay, and his son did die. So I understand him kicking us off of his property. But I think I'm going to put him by meh. He was like in the first little bit of the game and didn't have much of a thing going on other than his son dying. And seeing as we're talking about the storyline, I'm gonna put Sean there too. Although I think Sean was a lot kinder to us. I don't know if he's okay, I see you vibes though. I did really like Sean. I think because it's been a while since I've like played, I don't really remember Sean that much. So for now I'll put him by okay, I see you, but I might move him down to meh in a little bit. Jolene, we're gonna put her by meh because obviously she was important to the story because she revealed that videotape showing us that we were being watched, but she also tried to kill us a little bit, so I'm just gonna put her by meh because she died pretty quickly after the brother shot her. Katya, she didn't do anything impressive in my opinion. Like she was the doctor of the group, but a lot of the times Kenny would make decisions kind of for her and she would just go with it, and then with the heartbreaking end of Duck, she couldn't really handle that. So I think she deserves some recognition. I'll put her by okay, I see you, but I don't know if she's had enough of an impact to deserve damn son. So I think I'm going to put her there. Next up we have Kenny, and even though Kenny's a jerk some of the time, I think it's fair to put him in the legend category. He was with us for, other than Clem obviously, he was with us for the longest amount of time, and he did help us a lot when we really needed it, although when we needed him to find Clem, he decided not to. But then he got his ass kicked by a bunch of like cancer survivors, so he kind of got he got the shame in that way. But I think I'm gonna put him by legend, even though he was a bit rude to us. I don't know, something about Kenny. I've always had a soft spot for Kenny. Over here we have Larry. Larry belongs to the dead streets. I'm not even going to consider putting him in anywhere else. He was a jerk. He tried to kill us. He never did anything useful. He just complained, and I said this before, but I feel like if you're in a situation where you need to survive in a group, especially with an apocalypse, you better be nice to other people, because when the time comes, they're not gonna help you. He belongs to the dead streets, honestly. Lee, legendary, of course. Lee stands for legendary. Yeah, everything about Lee is just absolutely amazing. So of course he's going to be in the legendary category. And next up we have Lily. This might be... Lily's tricky. Normally I would say, okay, I see you, but the fact that she killed Carly just really makes me want to drop her down a little bit. She was a very good shot. She did look out for the group a lot of the times, and I think the paranoia just kind of got to her. But I think her killing Carly really just downgrades her to meh. But these are kind of people that didn't have much influence. So I'm gonna say, okay, I see you. Because I see her, I acknowledge her, but I don't like her. I don't like her for killing Carly. I think other points in the game she was a pretty good character. Molly! I think I'm gonna put Molly by Diane's son because she was absolutely awesome. I wish we got more time with her, but because we didn't get that much time with her, I can't put her in legendary, but I think I can put her in Diane's son. I loved Molly so much. Omid, of course Omid is going by Diane's son along with his wife. We got to spend more time with Krista than we did Omid because his leg was injured for a while, but I don't know, I still liked him. He brought a humor to the group in a time when we really needed it. So I'm gonna put him by Diane's son. I think this is Travis, the friend with Ben who like tripped over a branch and got eaten or something. Like I'm just gonna put him by Meh because he didn't have much influence and the dumbass died within like 5 seconds. So I'm putting him by Meh. Vernon, oof. Vernon belongs to the streets. He did help Dr. Omid when we needed it. He helped us break into Crawford, but then they stole our boat. That offends me. That offends me so much. So I'm putting him in the streets. He belongs in the streets. The stranger belongs in the streets. I'm just putting it up there. He kidnapped Clem. He stalked us. Tried to kill us, and I understand somewhat his reasoning, but I think he's a jerk. And he had his wife's head in a bowling bag, which is a bit sus. So yeah, I'm gonna send him to the streets. A part of me, I don't know if Vernon belongs in this category because he did have some good parts. I feel like if Lily could be okay, I see you after she killed Carly. Although Lily had a lot more depth to her character, so I might put... I think Vernon still belongs to the streets. I think the only reason Lily is more above is because she did have a lot to her character beforehand and I did like her more. I think Ben belongs here. Duck, I think, belongs here. Sean. I don't know if Sean belongs by Meh or okay, I see you. I do remember me being very impressed by him in the beginning. So I don't remember much of his story, but I do remember feeling like happy from him, so I think that's why he's going to be there. Carly, yes. Krista. Does Krista belong in legendary? I think if we got more time with Krista, she would be in legendary, but for now, I think these are my ratings. Yeah, I think I'm gonna lock in. So this is me rating the first season of the Walking Dead Telltale Games. I don't know if it's called seasons or episodes or chapters, I don't know what it's called, but basically the first game in the series. This is my ranking. Let me know down below in the comments what you guys would have chose, if you agree with my choices or if you think somebody belongs somewhere else, and let me know better tier names so if I ever do this again I won't have to use these weird tags. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please remember to hit that like button and subscribe so that you're notified every time I post a new video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys!